COVID-19 benchmarks for Arizona schools. ABC 15, the first to report to you earlier this week, the guidelines had quietly changed, catching a number of schools off guard. And tonight, the governor explaining what happened.
But as ABC 15's Claudia Rupsich reports, it's in direct conflict with the words of Arizona's top school official.
The governor said today that education leaders, including Superintendent Kathy Hoffman, were consulted before making the changes to the school guidance. But Hoffman tonight says that's simply not true.
I did not recommend a change to the benchmarks, and that to me, making a change, especially right now when the numbers are spiking and under all the circumstances, our schools are already going through so much. So I do think that further clarification is warranted.
State Superintendent Kathy Hoffman and Governor Doug Ducey at odds over the changes made to loosen the school benchmarks.
Anything that's been done inside our schools has been done in coordination and cooperation with public education leaders and public health officials. And what you're referring to was actually done at their request.
Last week, ADHS changed its guidance on whether to have in-person or virtual learning, suggesting virtual learning when all three benchmarks are in the red category. The original guidance said if one or two benchmarks were in the red for 2 weeks.
The impression our school leaders received was that they were left in the dark.
Dr. Kara Chris said ADHS has been holding weekly meetings with the school reopening work group made of local health leaders in the Department of Education.
During these conversations, our partners expressed concerns about the instability that would occur if recommendations to move back to virtual learning were based on a change in a single benchmark, especially in smaller rural counties.
A spokesperson for the Department of Education acknowledges that staff members were in those meetings and they were alerted the change was made, but had no say in the decision. Maricopa County Health, as well as several school district leaders, told us they found out about the changes this week.
The message they received is a message to not close, even if there is substantial risk and high community spread of COVID, that they feel that this is an added pressure to keep their doors open for in-person instruction.
In Phoenix, Claudia Rupsich, ABC 15 Arizona.
Late tonight, ADHS, that is, sending us proof of emails they sent over the last few weeks detailing the benchmark changes. However, looking at the recipients, it's mostly county health officials, not education leaders. One other note, Maricopa County told us they weren't notified until Monday, but if these emails are accurate, it was prior to that.